Hello, dear viewer, and welcome back to Triangle Strategy with me, Jalanon, at Lunar Nebula Gaming. We do not have anything other than Wolfforge Streets. The last episode was pretty crazy. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. A lot happened. Basically, dueled my brother from another mother. For now, let's go back to the Wolfforge Streets and see what Benedict's plan is doing.
I wish I had never learned of my true lineage.
Which, I was just thinking about this before I started recording, but what is the timeline? Because Sarah Noah has to be older than Roland then, if King Regna fell in love with Destra before he ever had Roland and Franny and Cordelia. So, Sarah Noah could be like several years older? Or more? I mean, I guess it could be as few as like 2. Because I don't think they said Franny and Roland were twins. But maybe they were twins? Anyway, just small thing that I guess detail-wise doesn't really matter, but it's just like,
I was happy being Serenoa Wolfort, son of Lord Simone and Lady Destra.
What a man.
No matter whose blood runs through your veins, you are still yourself.
Also true.
Thank you, Frederica. But now Roland is gone.
I'm hoping he'll be back. Not just because of upgrades.
Someone's coming.
Probably Benedict.
It looks like Benedict.
I am in no mood to speak with him. Let us conceal ourselves.
Lord Simone, Lady Destra, today I revealed the truth of Lord Serenoa's birth and drove Prince Roland from the city. Lord Serenoa will be crowned the king of all Glenbrook, but this is merely the first step of many.
So, I've been thinking more about Benedict as well, because everything he's done has pretty much been to push Sarah Noah into gaining more power. The question is, does he have some plan outside that for himself, or is it just for House Wolfort and Sarah Noah?
We will use the salt crystals to ally ourselves with Esfrost and defeat Hyzant. I will see to it that Lord Serenoa becomes the undisputed ruler of all Norzelia. He has the strength and character worthy of sitting atop this realm, and I shall carve that path to the summit for him. He did not wish for the position, nor this power. But no matter how much he resents me, I will ensure his success. He shares your blood, Lady Destra, and as such, I refuse to see him at the mercy of others again.
Why would you go so far?
Lord Simone, you were a lord worthy of my life's devotion. You were an equal to King Regna in every way. You could have sat upon the throne, and yet you resigned yourself to life as a vassal and took in Lady Destra at your liege's request. You two treated Lady Destra and Lord Serenoa as if they were no more than pawns to be traded about. Back then, I could not forgive you or King Regna. Lady Destra, even now, I find it hard to forgive myself for being unable to save you. Which is why I will make Lord Serenoa a greater ruler than his father or King Regna could ever be. This is my revenge against myself for being so powerless then.
Yeah, throw away your emotions, guys. Just think logically. Benedict.
I will not repent. I will devote my life to atoning for my incompetence.
Intriguing. So it sounds like he was her retainer or vassal first.
Benedict cared very deeply for Lady Destra.
No amount of regret will change the past.
Makes me wonder if Serenoa might be
We have
Benedict.
no way to go but forward.
Oh dear. At any rate, at least King Regna didn't think so.
My lord, how do the nobles take the news?
They were surprised to hear of Roland's disappearance, as well as of my lineage and intention to ascend the throne.
Patria, I
But
wouldn't
there was not nearly as much contempt or disorder as I had anticipated.
I
Fine,
also
continue.
explained that it was King Roland's own decision to abdicate once he learned the truth.
I mean, okay, how else would this look? It would look like, oh hey, the fearsome warlord guy who has been beating the tar out of everyone in his way mysteriously disappears King Roland after they supposedly dueled. I'd be a little scared to talk if I didn't know all the details.
I think it may have been the royal signet that kept them so composed. They took it as proof that King Regna deemed Serenoa a worthy successor.
Even if they had objections in their heart, they could not act upon them.
Not according to plan.
There is not a soul in Glenbrook who can deny the might and exploits of House Wolford. Princess Cordelia would have been their sole chance to challenge his ascension, but she is already within our hands.
Be that as it may, the people must see it as such. I will not be able to get their support should they think I usurped the throne.
Precisely.
In any case, it's hard to believe our young lord's truly the king of Glenbrook.
I never coveted this throne. But we have chosen to ally ourselves with Esfrost and have driven Roland away. I shan't run from my responsibilities any longer. I will take up the mantle of king to serve both Glenbrook and House Wolfort.
A fine resolve, your majesty. We stand with you now, as we always have.
Thank you. Benedict, prepare for my ascension and our negotiations with Esfrost.
Yes, your majesty. I will also continue working on our plans for Hyzant.
We cannot afford to lose this battle. Do what you must.
As you command.
For once. That's right, Benedict. I remember you speaking up after I said, shut up. Oh well. Oh well. At least we know Benedict cares.
Several days later, Serenoa announces that he is the son of the late King Regna, and that Roland, having learned the truth, has abdicated the throne. All suspect that there is more behind the announcement, but House Wolfort has the support of many in the capital city, and so they accept his words. Thus, Serenoa Wolfort takes the throne as the new King of Glenbrook. The joining of House Wolfort and the Kingdom of Glenbrook is yet another twist in the ever-turning narrative of Norzelia. One which Hyzant and Esfrost look on with ever-wary eyes.
Understandable. Ah, the Hierophant's Palace. Serenoa is crowned the new King of Glenbrook. It is not long before the Saintly Seven hear the news. But I mean, you know what? Serenoa is already one of the Saintly Seven, so of course they already knew the news, right? Oh, hilarity.
I see everyone is here. What might this sudden meeting be about?
You know, it feels like the way the narrative is going is I'm currently King of Glenbrook, I've been appointed one of the Saintly Seven, and then all I have to do is prove to Esfrost that I'm tough enough to take out Gustadolf, I guess. That's...
Minister Tenebris, you kept us waiting.
Ah, my apologies.
You were all summoned here to discuss the recent political changes in Glenbrook.
King Roland has conceded the throne to Minister Serenoa. Apparently the two are half-brothers.
What? So, this was not a hearing of my crimes.
Oh dear.
Do you know something about this, Minister Tenebris?
No. What will become of Glenbrook?
There are rumors that King Roland has absconded, but the people seem oddly composed about the change of power.
Is this not a joyous occasion? With Minister Serenoa on the throne, Glenbrook becomes a vassal nation of Hyzant.
Not quite. We had intended to use Minister Serenoa to pressure King Roland into giving him control over the Grand Norzelian mines. But now he has both the salt crystal veins and the entire kingdom of Glenbrook in his hands. Our window of opportunity has closed.
Precisely. Any attempt to likewise pressure Minister Serenoa may result in us losing more than we bargained for.
What's interesting is if they had focused more on just working on Roland and dividing Roland from Serenoa, seems like Roland would have just given it to him. Just kind of insane.
He did not strike me as the sort of man to bite the hand that feeds.
He usurped the throne from his own master. We cannot afford to let our guards down.
Indeed.
Hear the Holy One's words. We must be wary of House Wolford. We will summon Minister Exham and his forces back to the city to protect our people.
Oh, okay.
Understood. I will dispatch a bird to him at once.
I will have our spies in Glenbrook discern Wolfort's true intentions.
We must get our hands on those salt crystals. If House Wolford dares disobey the goddess, they must be exterminated at once.
This is my chance. If I can bring glory to Hyzant and restore my name, soon I will be.
So what crimes have you been committing recently, Tenebris? My goodness. Also, it is kind of funny how the Hierophant keeps on changing their tune like every day or so, it seems. Every month? Who knows? Oh, dear. Politics. Alright, Ironstone. Serenoa is crowned the new king of Glenbrook. It is not long before the Archduke himself hears the news. And, you know, since apparently your concept of freedom is merely one of strength.
I did not foresee Serenoa becoming king of Glenbrook.
We'll see how you respond.
What became of the abdicated King Roland?
Official reports say he left the capital to live a life of seclusion.
I really think he's gonna... Basically, I think we're gonna beat up Hyzant with Esfrost in tow. When Gustadolf inevitably tries to kill us, Roland will pop out of the woodwork and be like, aha, I knew this would happen, and here I am to save the day. And then maybe take back Glenbrook or something. And then, who knows, succession crisis, but yeah.
But rumor has it that he absconded after losing a duel to Lord Serenoa.
Roland concealed his identity and fought hard to reclaim his kingdom. He would not so easily relinquish the throne. The rumors are likely closer to the truth than the reports.
So House Wolford usurped the throne.
I did not take Serenoa for a man who had cast off the shackles of servitude by force. How fascinating it would be if the caged hawk broke free to soar the skies.
Without Prince Roland around, there is hope yet of restoring our relations with Glenbrook. Perhaps we could ask Lady Frederica to help us negotiate.
Glenbrook holds the salt crystal veins in their hands. No amount of negotiations would end in our favor.
That's a good point.
A bird that has flown the coop must be shot down. Whether they perish or return to a cage is up to them.
Seems like the story doesn't care that we were trying to do things. Fair enough. I mean, that's kind of realistic. Anyway, it's like nothing ever goes according to plan. Punches are a common issue. According to, I think it was Mike Tyson. Everyone has a plan till they get punched in the face. So, accurate quote.
King Serenoa invites Archduke Gustadolf to Glenbrook in hopes of securing an alliance with the duchy.
It feels like different music now.
Gustadolf accepts the secret invitation and makes his way to Whiteholm Castle. However, The salt crystal deposits uncovered in the Grand Norzelian mines are currently in the hands of Serenoa. A meeting between the two great rulers comes with equally great risk.
Yep. Chapter 18. Harden thy heart. You know, if they had not assassinated Dragan at the beginning, there probably could have been more salt crystals found, just saying.
What is the meaning of this, Lord Benedict?
It is as I said. The Kingdom of Glenbrook will cease all business with the Norzelia Consortium. The related parties should leave Glenbrook immediately, and any assets remaining shall be seized by the Kingdom.
Oh, that's a power move.
This is madness. Not only will you cut your ties with Hyzant, but the Consortium as well? How do you intend to get your salt now?
You needn't worry about that.
So it's true. Glenbrook has mined salt crystals from deep beneath the earth.
Honestly, this might be the best way to convince people to keep looking for salt. Is like, not tell them where we get it, so they're like, you have a secret stash. We'll figure it out.
It is no business of the Consortium's.
You dare slight us after all we've done for Norzelia? The post-war accord said that someone must ensure the fair distribution of salt, and so we did.
And we appreciate all your efforts. However, King Serenoa has no need for the Consortium in Glenbrook.
The nerve of you people. Hyzant will never forgive such insolence.
Save your tears for the long road back home. The Consortium was only ever good for lining its own pockets.
Oh, Benedict changed his tune right
which
there.
is far from fair, as I see it.
I see now. House Wolfort wishes to see the Consortium eliminated in its entirety. In that case, I will return to Hyzant as you said and report this outrage.
That is interesting, because they still have trade routes throughout the entire
Was it
realm.
right to provoke him? Claris may use his underground connections to stop us.
That was my intention. He will now bring disorder to Hyzant's unity. More importantly, the new Norzelia truly has no need for the Consortium and its control over salt's distribution.
The new Norzelia.
The world King Serenoa would rule. I have formulated a plan to bring about that new age. But first, our negotiations with Gustadolf must succeed.
Sir, Archduke Gustadolf's ship will be arriving any minute now.
I don't think Gustadolf cares about our plans.
Thank you. The outcome of our negotiations hinges on King Serenoa's decision.
I think it's more on Gustadolf.
I must speak with him. Alone.
Just saying. That man is a problem, Gustadolf. Tisk tisk.
The Archduke will be here shortly.
Thank you. Our future rests on these negotiations, doesn't it?
Have you read The Power of Salt?
Dragan's book?
I have. Lord Dragan gave it to us before he died. It contains all he gleaned in his research on salt. I thought it might give us a clue as to how we can convince Archduke Gustadolf to aid us. I understand now just how much potential salt possesses.
Indeed, it is not merely a seasoning for food. We have control over the salt crystal veins. We can use this to our advantage during negotiations.
But this is Gustadolf we're dealing with. Pressure and intimidation will only cause him to bare his fangs.
Yep.
Negotiate poorly, and we will end up swallowed by the duchy in the name of Gustadolf's freedom. What do you think we should do, Benedict?
Before I answer, I would know one thing. Is it your desire to monopolize the salt crystals, Your Majesty?
It is not. Basically, if we wanted to ensure we maintain the control like Hyzant does, yeah. But we've seen how that works out. It's not good for everyone at all. So, no.
I have no desire to do so.
That's my
That would make us no different than Hyzant. And seeing as Gustadolf sought to break the Holy State's monopoly, I doubt he would ally with us.
But we will merely be used as pawns, should we give him the salt crystals.
I have no intention of doing that either. Lord Dragan's answers shall guide us.
Fine.
I will use the salt to bring about a free and prosperous Norzelia, greater even than Gustadolf could. If I can prove that to him, I am certain he would join our cause.
Precisely. You prove time and again you are worthy to stand atop the summit of Norzelia. I have a befitting strategy in mind. Lord Serenoa, would you allow me to negotiate with the Archduke?
Very well. We must have him on our side.
And we shall.
Is his befitting strategy to assassinate Gustadolf? And be like, let me take the blame for this, my king. I wonder. Oh, Benedict. What are you up to? Why would the guards leave him?
Most intriguing. You once refused to bend the knee to me at this very spot, and now seek an alliance as King of Glenbrook.
I could not have foreseen this moment either back then. Nor that you would have your own cousin slain after discovering the salt crystal veins.
I hope you aren't expecting an apology. Have we not usurped the same throne?
What a great line.
I have not asked you here to discuss the past, but the future. I am certain you understand that taking on Hyzant alone is a fool's errand. We must unite if we are to stand a chance.
And you expect me to believe that one of the Saintly Seven wishes to defeat the Holy State itself?
We must prevent Hyzant from gaining complete control over Salt and consequently Norzelia. I even parted from a dear friend over it.
I see. I have no objections to overthrowing Hyzant.
Then let us begin the negotiations.
Silence. I am here to speak with King Serenoa, not his servant.
There goes that plan.
I have given Benedict full rights to be here. Consider his words my own.
So the bird did not break free after all. His vassal opened the cage door. Very well then. But allow me to make this clear. If you wish for an alliance, you will give me the salt crystal veins. They belong to Esfrost for having discovered them in the first place.
We cannot do that.
Then we have nothing to discuss.
Pray answer me this, Archduke. What do you intend to do with the salt?
People need salt to live. But here in Norzelia, it is owned entirely by Hyzant and the Consortium. Their high taxes make it nearly impossible for some to obtain. Once I defeat Hyzant, I will abolish both that abhorrent Consortium and its taxes, and allow free trade throughout the land. I would ensure that any who desire salt receive their fair share of it.
That would make you the only one with control over salt. It is no different than Hyzant now.
I do not covet riches like they do. Under my rule, the people would have salt. They would finally have freedom. This is the only future before us.
I beg to differ. We intend to make salt available to all. Anyone will be able to obtain as much as they like for a modest price.
You would put control of salt in the hands of the people? To what end?
To change the world with the potential residing within every grain of salt. For example, preserving foods with salt would make life and trade more prosperous than ever before. Using salt in leather and glass crafting could create newer and better goods. Farmers could give it to their livestock, and it could also be used in various medicines. It can even be used in explosives.
Giant cannon.
How do you know about that?
These are but a handful of examples. If we give the people access to salt, there is no telling how many other uses they may find.
Armed populace.
Norzelia will enter a golden age of prosperity, and her people will thrive like never before.
I did not take you for an idealist. I think we both know that the people lack the intelligence for innovation.
They just haven't been afforded the chance. But with the proper mechanisms in place, they can be taught. I have already started work on a plan to make salt available over the course of several years.
Do not underestimate the people's greed. It won't be long before they turn on their rulers, intoxicated by the power of salt.
The very nation you sought to defeat feared the same, and sought to control them with their goddess's might.
Archduke Gustadolf, I do not fear a free people. I wish to lead them, but will fight if I must. That is why I took this throne. I believe anyone who wishes to rule the new Norzelia should be prepared to do the same.
Tell me this. How did you know salt possesses such potential?
And I would ask you in return, were you unaware of it yourself? It was all written in a book Lord Dragan gave us.
It is the result of his extensive research at the Asfrosti archives.
Dragan. You mean to say it was the knowledge of one of my own? Had I made him Prime Minister, our positions would be reversed. So this is my punishment for seeing him killed.
Yeah, no.
Very well. Consider me interested in the future House Wolfort sees for this world. As the Archduke of Esfrost, I hereby swear my allegiance to your cause.
For now.
You have our thanks, Archduke Gustadolf.
It is only a matter of time until Hyzant realizes what we are planning. Let us proceed to the War Council.
Lead the way.
I would never let Gustadolf walk behind me. Never.
Glenbrook and Esfrost have entered into an alliance. You and I are enemies no longer.
I am glad to hear it. Thank you for joining our cause.
Together, we will strike down Hyzant. For the Roselle as well.
Okay.
I am sure your mother would have been happy to hear it.
Indeed.
Frederica, do you resent me for attacking House Wolfort?
I have come to an understanding of what you hoped to accomplish. Your duties as Archduke outweigh your personal desires.
Precisely. I have no regrets for what I've done.
Neither do I regret standing against you, or slaying Erica and Thalis. Not because I harbor personal grudges against any of you, but because my eyes must look not to the past, but to the future.
It ain't personal, it's just business.
King Serenoa said the same earlier.
Oh dear. But sometimes, I guess.
It should come as no surprise, Archduke Gustadolf. He and I walk the same path, hand in hand.
You've grown strong, Frederica.
The Kingdom of Glenbrook and the Duchy of Esfrost enter an alliance. Their combined forces led by Serenoa. Together, they set out to strike down the holy state of Hyzant. Sensing their movements, the desert nation summons Exham soldiers home from their march on the Grand Norzelian mines to prepare for the arrival of the Allied forces.
We know they've got that bomb, Crystal.
Though the walls around the holy state have kept it safe for many years, it is now up to Benedict to discern how best to penetrate the goddess's shield.
Yeah, do we know the capabilities of the Death Snail yet? I mean, you gotta test that thing. But battle has yet to begin. Benedict has already made the first move against Hyzant. Okay.
Benedict, have you finalized our plan of attack against Hyzant?
I have. We shall shatter the goddess's shield with Esfrost's death knell. We can then storm the capital and take Hyzant. However, there is one problem that remains. Transporting, placing, and firing the weapon will take a considerable amount of time. So we must draw the Hyzantian army's attention away from the cannon until it is ready.
That's fair.
But they might confine themselves to their castle rather than come out and fight us.
We must draw them out. We cannot allow them the opportunity to calmly scout about.
Buying time against Minister Exham's forces won't be easy. The damage will be great, even if we do succeed. Esfrost cannot hope to triumph alone.
Which is why I have measures in place to ensure our victory. Anna, did you send the letter like I asked?
Oh.
Yes. I sent an unsigned message to Minister Tenebris.
Oh dear.
It included details of his and Sorslay's illicit salt trade and their profitable underground arena. I also added that we would report it to the Holy One, and enclosed a copy of the evidence I gathered.
Perfect. Tenebris will fear for his position and desperately look for any way to establish himself worthy of his seat. And what of Claris?
As predicted, he has returned to Hyzant.
Claris was master of the underground arena, and Tenebris his bookmaker. Now the merchant needs someone in his corner, and the saint needs a pawn. With nowhere left to go, the two will join forces and be the ones to throw Hyzant's strategy into disarray.
That is a good plan. Oh, Benedict. Okay.
They will do anything to defeat House Wolford.
I see. We should be able to buy time against their improvised army. But there is no guarantee it will work.
One last letter should be all the push that Tenebris needs.
Another letter?
Signed by Prince Roland, asking for his aid in destroying House Wolford, who stole his throne. It lays out a plan in which Prince Roland will attack us from behind with his own army, while we fight Tenebris in front.
What?
There is no reason for him to doubt it. I forged his handwriting and sealed it with the royal band.
Okay, that is a plan.
But how?
Wow. Sarah knows ring. You know.
I made an imprint of his ring when I took it to fake his death. I thought it might come in handy someday.
Benedict.
Everyone knows of Prince Roland and King Serenoa's disagreement. If Tenebris thinks he has a chance of winning, he will take it. Even if the odds aren't in his favor.
Don't mess with Benedict. Lesson learned.
I understand. But does King Serenoa know?
No, he does not. He would not forgive me for using Prince Roland as such.
Probably not.
This was entirely my cunning.
King Serenoa.
I heard everything. Your plan gives us the greatest chance of victory. I hereby order you to see it through.
Are you certain?
I am certain there's no going back for us. Only forward.
As you command.
Oh, man. And whoever staged these cutscenes does a good job.
His decision made, Serenoa marches toward Hyzant, certain a victorious end will justify even the most underhanded means. A letter, forged with his old friend's name, arrives in the Holy State, and all the pieces begin to move according to Benedict's plan.
It's a pretty good plan if it works. Oh.
I see. So House Wolfort seeks to destroy not only Hyzant, but the Consortium as well.
Yes. They would bring ruin to the Order of Norzelia we worked so hard to build. Minister Tenebris, you must have the Holy One strike them down.
But of course, House Wolfort must be punished for defying the goddess. Were that I able to chasten them with my own hands. Alas, I am unfit to command. But you, Lord Claris, are a master at assembling the mercenaries and ruffians in the underground arena.
It is only natural for a merchant to have knowledge of battle. He must protect his wares at all costs.
Okay, I guess hiring, yes.
How heartening it is to hear you say that. Now I am certain there is no other who could fulfill my request. Lord Claris, I wish for you to serve me and ride to battle against House Wolfort. You may leave the issue of troops to me.
You wish for me to command your soldiers?
Our odds are more favorable than you think. You see, I received a letter from a certain someone not days ago. Let us defeat the usurpers of House Wolfort together. Signed by King Roland himself.
King Roland? Truly?
It has the seal of the royal family. I have confirmed it myself to be true.
So King Roland really was overthrown. Were I in his shoes, I would also want revenge against such traitors.
He also wrote that he will spring a surprise attack from behind during the battle.
Oh, with King Roland on our side, House Wolfort won't stand a chance against us. Have you spoke to anyone else of this, Minister Tenebris?
No. You are the only one I wish to share this victory with.
I am happy to hear it. I will do all I can in your service.
Okay. But yeah, if I remember correctly, there was a third green arrow. Yeah, it's all the way back here. So I think they're basically staging this as Roland's fake army. And so that's also good staging. Like you can see on the map, here's part of our plan basically. Or the Death Knell cannon. I'm not sure which. Is that Esfrost's little stuff? Yeah, it is. Okay. So that's probably the cannon. Alright. But yeah, I mean, when you saw Gustadolf and Frederica talking, at first they weren't looking at each other, and then Frederica turns to look him dead in the eyes kind of thing. That's very well done staging, theater direction stuff. Anyway, moving on, let's see what Hyzantian Castle Walls West has for us. Claris joins forces with Hyzant to get revenge on those who humiliated him. Humiliation must be met with retaliation, according to Claris.
When you said you would gather the troops, I had not expected cavalry, Minister Tenebris.
It was the least I could do to ensure our victory. I leave them in your charge, Lord Claris. Once you defeat Wolfort, a seat among the Saintly Seven will be left open. And I think none more fitting for that place as the Minister of Salt than you, Lord Claris.
You flatter me, Minister Tenebris. I think your deeds this day may earn you the position of Minister Idor.
Yes. With this victory, I can erase the sins of my past.
House Wolfort is coming this way. Are you sure you needn't any aid, Minister Tenebris? I know you wish to lead the vanguard, but House Wolfort is not to be underestimated.
Worry not, Minister Exham. I have given Lord Claris a certain path to victory.
Yes, you may rest easy.
Understood. Then I leave it to you.
Let us watch Lord Claris triumph over House Wolfort together.
I pray for your victory. Even should you lose, the goddess's shield will protect us.
Huh. See, I was thinking maybe XM wants them to fail so then he can take over Hyzant more. But that seemed more sincere, so I don't know. House Wolfort begins their feint attack to buy Esfrost time to ready the Death Knell and shatter the shield, which must yield to a giant cannon. Eventually.
Archduke Gustadolf and Lord Svarog's armies have left with the cannon.
Man, it's not often in JRPGs and stuff that the good guys have the giant mega weapon. So it makes me wonder how this is going to go.
They should be able to sneak around the city's southern side and make the necessary preparations.
And let us make our move too.
Finally, I'm ready for a fight.
Do not forget, our objective is to draw the enemy's eyes to us and stall for time.
I know. We'll draw their forces to the western side of the shield, while Esfrost readies the cannon to the south. And after they blast through the wall, we pour in and take the palace. Right?
Exactly. We must be cautious. King Serenoa, please speak with the soldiers before we depart. Hearing their commander's words will no doubt raise their spirits.
Good plan.
I shall.
Okay. Oh, there's a shiny already. We will make our stand against Hyzant's vanguard here. Erect the barricades. Solidify our defenses. We must not let the enemy win. Ooh. We get the fortifications. The final battle with Hyzant is near. I must make sure we are duly prepared. Yay! Shiny. I saw you. Yes. On the operation of the Death Knell to notes. Okay. On it. Hello. The enemy knows this land better than we do, but there is nothing for us to fear. We will stall them with defensive tactics, then cull their numbers. It should suffice, no matter who comes our way. Oh, we got mages behind barricades? I think we're going to be okay. I thought I saw a shine. Yes, barricade. How dare you block me from this money? Okay, there we go. Benedict. We mustn't forget that we are merely acting as a diversion this time. We must bring down the enemy here first, to which end we have installed barricades. We won't have much time to rest between the battles that lie ahead, but we must do our best for the glory of House Wolfort. Okay. Superior fiber! We've erected the barriers just like Sir Benedict instructed. I really hope this works. Yeah, that's a good point. You'd think the shovel is a soldier's best friend in this day and age. You'd think we'd be able to maybe make some trenches with some stakes on them. Just saying. But okay. It's an honor to spearhead the final battle, a feint though it may be. I'm gonna give this one my all, on my honor as a Wolfort. We've joined forces with Esfrost to take down the Holy State. It's almost like the Salt Iron War all over again. Hopefully shorter. I'd heard tales about the Salt Iron War, but never imagined I'd be participating in a battle just as big. And to think we're up against Hyzant, the biggest nation of them all. Which is pretty surprising considering they're in the middle of a desert, but, yeah. If we topple Hyzant, the goddess's teachings will be no more, and we can free my people. I am ready, Serenoa. We will not lose to them. I was born in Hyzant. To say I had no reservations would be a lie. But there is no place for emotions on the battlefield. I will do what I must to see this war to its end. Okay. Gila. Alright. Aha, more money. Okay. Who's leaving money in these wonderful grassy plains? Esfrost is heading toward the shield's southern side, steering clear of the enemy's eyes. It will take some time until they reach their destination, though. Alright, nothing F shines on that edge. I know I saw something here. Yeah. Panacea Valley. Okay. Hewitt. I never thought I would be fighting an enemy without Prince Roland by my side. My apologies. I will focus on the battle ahead. Fair enough, Hewitt. He was your ward, / charge, / however you wish to. Wait, is that a shiny on the barricade? Luck bracelet. Yes. If only we could have given that to Roland and made him more of a crit cannon guy. But oh well. Oh well, Roland. Not right now. Not right now. Convictions have been strengthened. Is that from finding everything on the map we get our conviction strengthened? Okay. Interesting. Also, which conviction? I wondered. Because if you leave stuff on the map, do you get your conviction strengthened for live and let live? Maybe? Okay. At any rate, let us go check the encampment once more. And I don't think I care. So Idor's Minister of Religion now, is he? Oh, he and I have history. How can I help you today? For 100, we could get fleet-footed, which is pretty interesting, but we don't need that in a defensive battle. If anything, I would probably get another Medal of Valor and more upgrade stuff. Yeah. Okay. And we should read that stuff on the deaths now. Notes. Where are your deaths now? Aha. Affixing carriage and barrel. Measuring target bearing, range, and relative elevation. Calculating trajectory. See note. Calculating barrel heading and angle. Loading black powder. Loading shot. Taking aim. Firing. Note. Calculating trajectory requires taking into account not only bearing, range, and relative elevation, but also wind direction and speed, temperature, and humidity. For detailed instruction, refer to the enclosed chart. That is good artwork, by the way. Look at that. You can see, like, the engraving on the wheels, hubcaps, and stuff. It's like, wow. Clearly they like this cannon. I can't imagine having this many, like, enclosing rifled barrels make sense. Like, you put bands on cannon bores to reinforce them so they don't break from the force of the gunpowder, but this doesn't look like a band to reinforce the barrel. This looks like just extra barrels around it, which looks cool but has no practical use as far as I can tell. Gustadolf, for being such a practical son of a gun, seems to like his fanciness, I guess. All right, Gustadolf. Okay. Any new? Yes, there is a new one. Field agreed. Okay. Defeat the enemy general before they escape from battle. Thus, protecting the treasure will only attack if disturbed, so tread carefully. 9,000 gold though. Let's do it. And we've got that luck bracelet we could put on somebody. Who actually needs levels at this point? Sereno, I think you have to come. I guess everybody kind of needs levels, other than Anna. Okay. No Anna.
I'll do my best.
Benedict.
At once.
Take Benedict. Do we take Roma or
Please,
Zana?
leave everything to me.
Yeah, we need to bring our mages, since they didn't get to go in the last battle. Groma is interesting. I want to at least see her once in combat. So maybe we take away Flanagan? No, I want those stats to go up. Narv? No, I need Narv. Okay, Archibald, he'll be fine. We will give Groma
Leave the battlefield to me.
some time on the battlefield. Okay, so we have to find the assassin leader, who's probably this fancy. Yeah, fancy guy. You have the blue headband, just like in your art. Respect. TP break. Okay, restrain. I don't like that. I do not. Now, I do want this stuff. Oh, so we should bring Ian's. Okay. Roselle and Pikeman, though. I guess it's a good thing I'm not bringing Roland or Hasabari. Lateral jump +1? Lateral jump. Oh, okay. That must mean just if you're jumping across a gap, right? I was thinking, you know, jumping up. I wouldn't consider that a lateral jump. Unless maybe you can go to different heights further away. I'm not entirely certain what they mean, but they mean it. So, good enough for me, I guess. Do I take Ian's instead of Eridor, who probably doesn't need the stuff? The XP. I think the answer to that is yes.
I'll do my best.
Don't pass him by. Okay, so we have Azana, we've got Flanagan. Who's going first and where? Okay, Hewitt, Ian and stuff. Could probably move Ian's here, and that should be a-okay-ish. Cordelia. And these people. Where do we want our mages, I guess, is the real question. So we want to do some damage. Our mages are all pretty slow. Other than Azana and Narv. Okay, I'm wrong. Our mages are not nearly as slow as I thought. Maybe we just do huge damage against this assassin immediately? Oh, but he can attack anybody, anywhere? That's pretty terrifying. Okay. The only places he can't really attack are like back there, so yeah, okay. We'll move Narv. You. Zana. Here. These guys all get to move. Oh, Corinton's in their range? I don't like that. I don't like this. How do you do that? I am not super happy about this. I will put it that way. Eridor could provoke. This would be a good Eridor provoke thing. Yeah. Serenoa is here. We could move my lord Serenoa over to here. Zana, you move with Narv because Narv has more HP. Yulio, you go here just because, right? Yeah, okay. Then we do this, and you guys should, in theory, be better than not. We gotta move Frederica with Narv. No. Okay. We will see how this goes. And then I just did that by accident. Okay, great. Very smart. I just cancel. I thought I was saying continue. Okay. Well, there went that plan. Alright, did it remember anything? Not really. Great. Just great. Alright.
I live to serve.
Got rid of you. Got rid of you. You.
Please.
My shield is impregnable.
Leave the battlefield to me.
Who else? Eridor off. Do I take off Eridor? Maybe we take off Huette. Because she's great anyways and doesn't need the help.
To battle with pleasure.
I think we do that. Okay, and then Eridor is here. Flanagan is here. We move you guys around. Eventually, it'll be fun. Eventually. One day. Zana, you move over here, I think, maybe. Do I? I think we put Groma over here. Yeah, okay. We'll do this. Alright. That should be fine. I want to go to inventory because of our cool new amulets and stuff. Wait, I have a... Oh, Roland's strength amulet. He's gone. We could get rid of... Maybe we just take the strength amulet instead? I think we'll do that. Luck bracelet increases luck by 5, immunity to fury. Okay, so lots of luck. We could give that to Huette, but she's already pretty good. Yulio? I have the movement bangle on Eridor. We'll give you the lucky amulet for now. Or bracelet. Okay. Red anklet. We want this on somebody who defeats people. Like Frederica. Okay. And then... prevents natural TP recovery. Like Roland, that was kind of okay-ish, because we could double thrust for 1 TP, and we pretty much never used Rush very often. Benedict, we want TP on. Ian's, we only really do like 1 or 2 things with him, and then try to just keep people from moving in the turn order. Huh. Groma? I mean, she has a sweeping kick, but that's not normally what we're going to use her for, right? We're in energy wave, sweeping kick. I mean, that would increase her strength. That's not a bad plan, I think. But honestly, I think I just value TP more than the Obsidian Anklet. It's a nice idea, but it doesn't seem to work out most of the time. Alright. So, I think we save, and hopefully don't mess up this mock battle. And then I think we'll call it an episode, dear viewer, because time is running a little bit low, and then we'll do this battle and the big battle maybe in one episode. Maybe we'll just split it up, because yeah, we'll see. I hope you, dear viewer, leave a like if you've enjoyed Triangle Strategy, subscribe for more gaming videos, comment below on what you think of the story so far. And I hope you have a great day, dear viewer. As we, oh my goodness, never mind, there's a lot of treasure. Okay. It's a lot more treasure than I expected. Because we have a timer on winning. Okay. So next time, we commence the battle. Have a great day.